Hey YouTube, today I'll be doing a client reading. This is the Psychic 7 reading, or the Psychic 7 spread, and I told this client that I would be doing a past life reading for them because all they wanted was to know what Spirit has to tell them, and that's going to be part 2, so I felt like I should do something extra. And every time I tried videotaping the past life reading, it never is able to get up, so I took that as a sign to not do it. So I'm going to be using the Psychic 7 spread. I am using the Oracle of the Mermaids, and this deck is really new. I ended up getting it yesterday, which was Wednesday, but every reading that I've been using has been so accurate with it. I haven't been wrong at all, because I've been doing client readings with this too. So I just felt like I should use this. Okay. So card number 1 represents the self. Basically, this represents you and who you are. The mirror. Know thyself. Self-examination. Seeing who you really are. Now, what this card is basically saying is that you have a lot of exploring to do. You're fairly young, I guess, in a way. You're trying to explore who you really are and what you really do in life and what you're meant to be doing. So you're still exploring that, because you don't really know what to do with your life. Another thing is that when you do stuff, you always feel compelled to do it. Like if you do something, like if you, for instance, if you snap with your left hand, you feel compelled to snap with your right hand. So you feel compelled to do things mirrored. Another way to put this is that you just feel like you're compelled to do something that makes you feel even, but it's hard to really figure out who you really are, because for you, it's hard to see who you are because you had like no support, or you have you're carrying a lot of stuff, so it's harder for you to know to try and figure out who you are and what you're meant to do. Card number 2 represents what does your heart desire? Adrift, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. Basically what this is saying is that honestly, what you really want is to let go, like let things happen by themselves. You don't want to feel controlled or anything like that. You just want to like go with the flow, I guess. But you're someone who has a lot of stress on them and a lot of this responsibility. So you try to let go of that, try to relax, but you can't. So what your heart desires is really to relax and let go and let things happen. Card number 3 represents your strengths. A crane bag, sacred ocean medicine, clutter, declutter, choice. This is saying basically that you feel like you had no control in your life, and you can't make any choices by yourself. That's what I'm getting from this. Again, you're still trying to figure out who you are. Some sort of work with medicine or healing is something that you should look into. I feel like crystal healing and that kind of thing is something that's good with you, but also maybe past life regression. and it's really healing. So some sort of work dealing with healing other people and healing yourself is something you should look into, because that's a work that you should be doing. Card number 4 represents what lessons you still have to learn. Amara, wonder voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage, journey of the soul. So this is saying you still have yet a lot of lessons to learn, because you don't know a lot right now. You're still trying to figure out who you are, what you're meant to do, but also you're still exploring. You're figuring out new things. You're not really limiting yourself, and that's a good thing. But also, you're really good at looking into new things, and people come to you. If someone were to come to you, a total stranger, you would be able to know basically their life, I guess. You know their personality, you know almost everything about them just by having a conversation with them. And I'm sorry for the glare. I just kind of noticed that. Card number 5 represents... Sorry. Card number 5 represents what you had to show the world. The return of Aphrodite. Temple, birth of the goddess. Guidance, goddess energy, traveling as sacred. Okay. Sorry, I can't really see right there. Basically what this is saying is that you still have yet to find love, because Aphrodite is the goddess of love. So you still have yet to figure out who you love and that kind of thing. But also, another thing is that with the fact that what you have to show the world is to show people that you can still be in a relationship even though you are going through all this struggle and all that kind of stuff. So basically you can show the world what is really going on in people in their love life. So maybe counseling is actually something you should look into. Card number 6 represents to where and who does your energy go to. Transparency, honest, authentic, genuine, present. Your energy goes to someone who you feel like you can trust and be honest with, but this person feels like you're just using them, like they're not being noticed. Another thing is that you should really make them feel like they're your world, like they represent your world, because they're really helping you. They're showing you what to do in life and how to be happy. Another thing is that with transparency, this is also, I feel, representing you. You feel like you should really show people who you are, because you don't feel noticed at all. I feel like you don't feel really noticed by your parents, like you're alone, like no one really sees you, I guess, anymore. So you really need to try, you're putting all your energy to be noticed by other people, basically, because you feel like no one sees you or no one talks to you, that kind of thing. So basically you need to really stop giving your energy to that and just work on yourself and try and figure out who you are. Card number 7 represents where you're going in life. I don't know how to pronounce this. Concomancy? No. I think it's supposed to be, like, I don't know. But, the seashell divination, wisdom of the shells. So this is basically saying, any, like, work with healing and all that kind of stuff is what you're meant to be doing, and that's where you're going in life right now. If you stay on this path, if you stay on the path you're on right now, You're going to figure out spirituality. You're going to know a lot of stuff. You're going to be very intuitive, and you already are. But you're not really letting yourself get the credit. Like, your ego keeps taking over. So what you can try to do is stop your ego from trying to take over, and just be who you are, and allow, and start going with your gut feeling, because that's intuition. But you're very good. Your future is very bright if you stay on the path you're on right now. And hopefully you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you guys in my next video, and have a blessed day. Bye.